What's up guys, JNO here. Today, welcome to Gameweek 14 review. Let's see how I was above the average but dropped in almost every one of my head-to-head and classic leagues. What's up guys, JNO here and welcome to JNO United. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and remember, it's all about the game. So I got 63 points, which isn't too bad. 51 points was the average, so I was above the average by 12. So looking at that, you'd think, okay, I've probably done alright this game week. And my overall rank improved to 356,875. So you think everything's rosy, right? No, not at all. If we actually move on to see how I did in the classic and head-to-head leagues, you can see that I've got more red arrows than I really would have hoped for. I dropped in Kirkjoy's League, I dropped in the Certified Premier League, and I also dropped in the Fantasy Football Geek League. In the Certified Super League and Kirkjoy's League, my position has stayed the same, but I still picked up defeats there. And the reason for that, I believe, is a lot of the people in these classic and head-to-head leagues watch my channel, watch Kurt's channel, are players that are still committed to Fantasy Premier League. You've typed it into YouTube and found us, so you're actually a proper FPL player. So you're going to pick the players on form, you're going to look at who people are suggesting, you're going to be picking the players that are still doing well. So even though I had a good game week compared to the whole of the FPL website, the people in my classic and head-to-head leagues are picking good players and getting the same points, and then they're picking a few other players who are getting more points than I am, like Ozil for example, who keeps destroying me every game week by keeping up his consistency with assists and so on and so forth. So I lost to Sal FC by 7 points. I managed to keep my second place berth, but Benteke Fried Chicken has come up to 30 points as well. So I'm tied on second with Benteke Fried Chicken, so I need to pick up a win next game week. And as you can see, the difference maker is Ozil. If he had a player in Ozil's position that only got 2 or 3 points, we'd have drawn, or I'd have beaten him by 1 point. The difference between my teams and other people's teams is usually the defence and the goalkeeper. If we look at the midfield, he has Mahrez, he has Sanchez, he has De Bruyne. Those are 3 players I have. On his bench is Ayew, another player I have. Vardy is another player I've got, but he's gone with Aguero and Igolo. I believe Igolo's there to allow Aguero to be there, whereas I had Kane and Lukaku. Now if Kane and Lukaku had come through, maybe I'd have managed to beat him this week, but props where it's due. Well done Sal FC for beating me in game week 14. If we have a look at the Certified Premier League, we can see I dropped 2 places from 28th to 30th. The top spot stays with Callum Sims, Perfectico Madrid. He's changed his name back, which I'm happy about of course. I don't want to keep having to look at JNO hates me. Then we've got FC 78, Mark Solonin, he is second. Zamalek FC, Mohamed Amin Ahmed, he is third. And then we have Lido FC, Trevor Bashu. Again, apologies if I got the name wrong. They are the top 4 places. I've included Lido FC because they're on the same points as 3rd place. Callum Sims' team got 67 points, again above the average. He had Richards and Kolarov, so that's 14 points in his defence. He had De Bruyne and he had Igolo and Lukaku. Again, if he'd captained Igolo, maybe he'd have improved his ranking even more. He is ranked 329th, which is incredible, and I really think it's getting to the part of the season now where I have to make some drastic moves if I ever plan on catching up with the people at the top of the table. Mark Solonin got 59 points, still above the average, but below me, so I've caught up a little bit on someone like Mark Solonin. He had Mignolet in goal. Wish I'd gone with Mignolet in goal. It would have been a lot better than the player I went for, Butland. Fortunately, Butland had a defence that was a man down. Shawcross got sent off, and Butland couldn't pick up the points that he has consistently picked up so far this season. He had Kolarov and Klein, so that's a lot of points in his defence already. Unfortunately for him, Lanzini didn't really do anything. Zarate was the one to pick up the slack from Dimitri Payet being out, but he did have Ross Barkley. I wish I'd gone for Barkley instead of Delefu, because it seems like FPL hate Delefu for some weird reason. He had Vardy, Lukaku and Kane, the same strike partnership I've got. Unfortunately, Kane didn't do it this week. He did come up against the resilient Chelsea side, but a 0-0 draw, and I think Tottenham look better, so I'm sticking with Kane. I reckon he'll pick up some goals as the season goes on. Mohamed got 52 points, only just above the average, but he came in with a great score. Schmeichel in goal. I think Leicester were always going to concede to Man United, although not that many, because Man United are boring as anything at the moment. Didn't get many points in defence, but he captained Ozil, which got him 20 points. Then Vardy and Lukaku came, and that probably probably saved his game week captaining Ozil, because if he hadn't captained Ozil and captained someone else, he'd have probably plummeted down the table. And then we have Trevor's team, 67 points, well above the average. He had Kolarov and Moreno. Moreno's a great pick. I believe I've suggested if you're going to go for a Liverpool defender, Moreno is the one that is bombing up the pitch and getting those chances for assists and goals. Again, he captained Ozil, Mr. Consistency, and again, a very similar strike partnership. So the difference between mine and his scores is probably who he captained. Now I'll try to help you guys out with a review of the game week that's just gone with attempts inside the box. Now we're going to do it a little bit differently this week. We're going to show you the top teams for attempts inside the box, and we're going to show you the top teams for shots conceded against inside the box, and we'll start with that. Attempts inside the box against, the best ranked team were actually Chelsea. They did a really good job of parking the bus and making sure Tottenham couldn't get anything against them. It may be boring, but it got clean sheet points, and that's what we care about as FPL managers. Tottenham also did a great job. So unfortunately, if you watch a Chelsea and Tottenham game, there weren't many chances inside the box. That was followed up by Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool. That's probably the first time that all 5 of those sides have actually done well defensive. Chelsea only conceded 2 shots inside the box, whereas Tottenham, Arsenal and Man United all only conceded 3, and then Liverpool conceded 4. Sunderland also only conceded 4, which is why they got a clean sheet as well, but I'm just not really willing to put Sunderland in the table as a suggestion for defensive points, although it'd be a great differential at the moment if you did go for that. I'm just not convinced that their defence will be that great. Now we move on to attempts inside the box 4, and you can see top of the table at Bournemouth. I know I've said with their change in tactics, Bournemouth has started looking great attacking wise. Dan Gosling actually got quite a few shots again, or chances inside the box, and touches inside the box. But unfortunately they've picked up some injuries, so Dan Gosling may be asked to be in more of a withdrawn role from now. So maybe keep an eye on Bournemouth because of their injury woes. They may not be as good as they were this week. West Ham, Crystal Palace, Sunderland and Watford all complete the attempts inside the box table. Bournemouth actually had 13 shots inside the box, which I think proves to me that Everton's defence isn't necessarily the safest way to get points, so maybe focus on the Everton attacking players. West Ham got 12 shots inside the box, but somehow West Brom still managed to only concede 1. I think that may be because the chances actually created weren't as good as when Payet is around, but they still have Lanzini, and Zarate is looking good when he starts. And then Sunderland, Palace and Watford, they all had 9 shots inside the box. So they're all showing that they can create chances, although Sunderland's game kind of revolved around Shawcross's sending off. So if Shawcross hadn't been sent off, and Shawcross is probably Stoke's best defender, would they have had so many chances? And then to my players of the week, and we're starting with Willy Caballero. He had 6 saves, only conceded 1, and he caught 3 of those saves. Now I know he conceded, but if Joe Hart gets injured for a prolonged period of time, and Company and Otamendi are in that defence, Caballero could be a great way to get some clean sheet points. The reason he's above some keepers that did keep clean sheets is he had the most shots saved. That is why I put him as the best goalkeeper of the week. In defence, we actually have Charlie Daniels. Can you believe it? Bournemouth may have conceded 3 goals, but he had 1 assist, Charlie Daniels, with 3 attempts inside the box, 1 on target, 4 chances created. If Charlie Daniels is allowed to go up the pitch, he's usually a great defender that gets involved in chances. So maybe have him as one of your cheap defenders and put him against teams that aren't that great attacking wise. Don't play him against a team like Everton, who are scoring lots of goals at the moment, but put him against someone who's struggling to score goals, maybe a Villa, maybe a team like that. So take this player of the week with a pinch of salt. Don't just go, oh, Charlie Daniels is amazing, and then put him in your team when they're facing Man City or something. But he's a good, cheap defender to allow you to put in some more expensive players. I know I've just transferred him out as well, but Bournemouth have changed their tactic recently, so they've looked a lot better than they did before they changed their tactic. Then midfield and striker is dominated by Crystal Palace. They annihilated Newcastle. I really enjoyed watching True Geordie's take on that. Definitely go check his channel out. Probably one of the best football channels as far as I'm concerned on YouTube. But the midfield position goes to Yannick Bolasie. 2 goals, 5 goal attempts, 3 shots on target, 2 chances created. He had a great game week against Newcastle. Then again, it may just be a great tactic at looking at who Newcastle are playing and then picking someone that's a differential going against Newcastle to pick up some points. Did anyone have McCarthy? And then up front, and I apologise for the fact that he's in a Sunderland shirt, but I could not find a picture that's easily usable of him in a Crystal Palace top. Connor Wickham up front for Palace. I reckon if he can avoid injuries and keep that position as his own, he might be a great differential and cheap striker to have in your FPL teams. He had 2 assists, 4 chances created, 3 goal attempts and 2 inside the box attempts. So those are some great stats. Unfortunately he didn't score, but those goals should be coming. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Game Week 14 FPL review. Looking forward to Game Week 15. It's my birthday this weekend as well, so it should be good. I've got plenty of time off. And also to let you guys know that I may be putting up some in real life vlogging style videos. I'm going to try it out this week because I've got about 5 days off in a row. We'll see how it goes. I'll try and film stuff like my birthday, stuff like me watching Premier League games. Hopefully it'll be entertaining and interesting. Also should be doing some other stuff this month with Christmas coming up. I've got a few things I'm going to try and film some of that as well. See if I can do some in real life vlogging videos. But if they don't come up, it's because I don't have the equipment yet. I'm going to try out this camera that I'm talking to right now. I'm going to see if I can improve the audio by maybe getting a lapel with my iPhone, something like that. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can bring you something new to this channel. Anyway, thank you as always for tuning in. I've been JNO, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.